To better understand GERD, it's important to know what happens in the normal digestive process. As you chew your food and swallow, food particles travel from your mouth to the esophagus. The esophagus is a muscular tube that contracts and relaxes in a wave-like motion to help move food and liquids down toward your stomach. This is called peristalsis. Just before the esophagus gets to the stomach, it travels through your diaphragm. The diaphragm is a broad muscle that separates your stomach from your chest cavity. The opening in the diaphragm where the esophagus travels through is called the hiatus. You'll hear more about the hiatus and how it can be associated with GERD a little later. The esophagus then joins the stomach at the lower esophageal sphincter, also called the LES. This sphincter acts as a doorway between the esophagus and the stomach. After you swallow, it opens to let food into the stomach. Then, the sphincter closes to keep food and stomach juices from going back up into the esophagus. The hiatus also helps close off the entryway to the stomach. Inside your stomach, strong acids and enzymes make up the stomach juices that break down your food. Your stomach has special mechanisms that help protect it from these strong juices. But your esophagus doesn't have these same defenses, so it's important for the LES to close off the stomach opening to keep the juices in the stomach. Sometimes, the acidic contents of the stomach do go back up, or reflux, into the esophagus, and some reflux is normal. Much of the time, this never causes any problems because the esophagus also has some ways to protect itself. For people who have GERD, the sphincter between the esophagus and the stomach either opens at the wrong time, or is weak and doesn't completely close off the opening to the stomach. When this happens, stomach juices and food particles can flow back up into the esophagus more frequently than normal. If stomach juices stay in the esophagus for long periods of time, or if acid reflux happens often, the natural way the esophagus protects itself from stomach juices may simply be overwhelmed. The lining of the esophagus may become irritated, causing heartburn. Over time, GERD can lead to bleeding, the formation of ulcers, or scarring and narrowing of the esophagus.